Hello, and welcome to a quick tutorial on a hand using my method, because I didn't like the other one. This was requested, so pull up a reference, or look at your hand. I'm just going to be using my own hand for this. We're going to start off with a cube. Elongate the cube. This will be the base of our hand. Multi-cut or quad draw. Hold control for loops. Use middle mouse button to place it exactly in the middle. And again, this will serve as the foundation for our fingers. We're going to take just one of these sides, extrude thickness, drop the offset down to make it a bit thinner, be a little more. There we go, I like that. We're going to take multi-cut again, same thing, middle mouse button. I've got that. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have now created the basic 8 sides for a finger. So then we're going to take this vertex mode. Do not use circularize, please. I mean, you can, but just don't, because it'll be offset. It might be a bit skew rotated. It'll be easier to just do it like this. Grab your vertices. You can scale them down, scale them in a bit, and I myself will prefer to grab mine and make them a little taller. There we go. Now we're going to duplicate this face onto the others. So, using tab select, I'm going to delete those. Just hold tab and drag over. Next, we're cloning this because I want to grab this face off of it. Use tab select again and hold shift to select all of that over, and it will invert the selection. Delete, object mode, move, and now if we press D, we can change where our pivot is. I'm going to move it to the top left corner. Press D again. It's now set. And now I can use V to snap this in place. There we go. Snap to component. And understand that I am holding the V button down when I'm dragging. So now we do that again. Hold shift to clone, hold V snap, shift clone, hold V snap. Take the shapes, combine them, and we're not done yet because all of the vertices are not connected. What I need to do is just drag select all of them, hold shift, hold right click, and you're holding shift and you're holding right click. You can go to merge vertices. This merge vertices on the side, go to the little box because that's where the settings are. I have my threshold set to 0.0010. We apply that. Now as you can see, all our vertices are in place where they should be, all linked together. Now we've got the base of our fingers. I'm going to pull these sides out slightly and then grab these corners just so we can bring that in. Then again, just a general hand shape. Now I'm going to take these faces using tab select, and we're going to make our fingers. I'm going to just pull them out like that. I want some somewhat longish fingers, so I'm going to put that about there. And now we need to just adjust the length to that of the fingers. For reference, I'm working on the left hand. So the middle finger sticks out more. pinky finger goes in, and understand that these two fingers are usually about the same length on your hands. Not always, but most of the time they are, so I'm leaving it like this. And then I'm actually just going to grab all of these and pull it out a little bit. Because now we're going to adjust the webbing of the fingers. As if you'll see in your hand, yep, it's going to be hard to get in there. There we go. These two, for your pointing finger and your middle finger, usually the highest. They sit about there. And then the webbing between these two fingers sits a bit lower, and I am actually going to bring this one back in because it's a little bit jarring. Go. And I think I will pull... No, I'm not going to pull that side in. I'm going to pull that out to there. There we go. That's nice. And whoops, that vertex got pulled out. But anyways, that doesn't matter, because we're going to do that anyway. I'm going to grab the vertices on the end. Going to pull that out of it. And then multi-cut. Whoops. We're going to make the joints. Just insert loops roundabout where they are. This always sits just above, and then this finger about the same position. Oh, this dog, I swear. Here we go. Now let's make things more finger-like. Oops, not all at once. Here we go. Just bringing in the fingertips because they are smaller. Here we go. That's looking a bit like a hand, but now the little finger is just a little too thick, so I'm going to scale that down a bit and move that into there. And then pull this back in because we did adjust that. Here we go. Those are looking like fingers. Now I'm just going to take these, make the base ever so slightly wider, just so that we're creating a little bit of flow from the hand to the fingers. There we go. Those are our base fingers done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these faces so we can pull the back of the hand out. Grab the edge. And now what we want to do is create... Sorry, I'm going to pull this out a bit to around about where the thumb would start, maybe there. Then we're going to pull out again to there. Or maybe here. There we go. I think I'm actually going to change the hand shape first. There we go. And now I'm going to pull it out. I'm just going to leave it long for now, so we can just focus on the thumb. We've already done all of the prep work we need to make the thumb. No need to make another cylinder and bind it in or attach it. All we have to do is go to our middle section, and from just below the halfway line, we're going to grab 3 faces and delete them. That's it. Maybe bring this out more, make it look just a little bit rounder. grab that edge with double select and extrude. Here we go. Now we're just going to rotate that. Should we get a nice shape? Ooh, actually, let me scale that down a bit first. Pull that forward. Then rotate that to where I want it. Go. And I'm going to move the vertex in because I want it just a little bit rounder. And that's good enough for now. And then we're going to go back. We're going to pull another one out. Now this one you can use circular eyes for. Circular eyes components. Just for a reminder, hold shift, hold right click. There it is. And we're going to adjust that. Again, I'm going to rotate. Pull that out. And I'm going to extrude again. So this is the middle section of our finger. Sorry, this is the middle section of the thumb. That's the base of the thumb. And now we're doing the tip. So now we're going to extrude one more time so we can do a cool little trick. Those edges are selected. We can hold Control right click to bring up a different menu. And I'm going to say 2 vertices, and then 2 vertices again. This will convert my selection to the vertices. And then shift right click, merge vertices, merge to center. There. And just bring that in. And we've got a hand with a thumb. And that thumb is actually just a little bit low. So now we can spend some time just adjusting it. Just neating. Jeez, my words are gone. Just neatening things up a bit. Maybe I want this moved about here. Here we go. And I'd say thumb actually should come out a little bit more. And I accidentally selected an edge, a face there. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Yeah, let's bring it about there. Bring it back a little. I'm going to take that loop and let's bring that back a bit. And this edge, let's bring it up. There we go. Just to give that a little bit more form. These. Bring it in. Fix that up a little bit. Maybe down here. And that's a relatively nice thumb. You just want to, again, there we go. A nice little hand, but we're not done yet because there are still more things to do. For example, here we can grab these vertices on top. We can pull them up to make some knuckles. And then the ones just in front, we can push those forward slightly to create a better flow from the hand to the fingers. There we go. See that? And fingers are a little more flat on the bottom. So you can do the same thing here. Grab these. Now I'm just going to push them up a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to take these vertices again and push them up a bit and forward because your fingers actually point a little bit upwards. need to make the thumb a little bit thinner. It was a bit too much. There we go. Now one thing to not forget, underneath the hand there's the fleshy bit. I think that's where the muscle for your thumb is. Yeah, that's where it is. Just gonna take that, use soft select by pressing B. You can change the size of soft selection by holding B, holding in the middle mouse button, and then dragging the circle out. So I say about that size. Pull it down, maybe angle it inwards a bit like that. There we go, I like that. Let's move this up a bit so it's a bit easier to see. And we are missing some curve on the top of the hand. So again, I'm just going to use soft select. Adjust the size to whatever you think is good. There we go. The last part we'll have to do is just making the wrist section, and yeah, just making the wrist so we can convert all of these faces, well, all of these faces, I mean all of these edges, into 8. So here, we're going to use our good old friend target weld. And I'm going to weld this there, that there. And depending on the orientation of your arm, you might have to do yours a little bit differently. But yeah. Go, and I'd say pull that in. This. And I think I want to take this to the side. And there we go. Now we've got our 8 sided point where our wrist can connect to the arm. And yeah. That wrist looks stupid. Okay, sorry, I have to. I have to just pull that out a bit. Still a bit sharp. Pull that thumb in there. Bring that in. Now at this point you really are just fine-tuning the appearance. And I suppose the nice part about this hand is it's actually very easy to adjust the thickness of your fingers. You're just going to select that, scale them in, and now what you can do is just move it in, and then have this follow with it. So, that's about everything. So I'm gonna pull that back. And I'd say underneath looks fine. And if you really wanted to go the extra mile, you could just add the natural finger rotation that hands have. Pull that one out there, to there, and I think that pinky is actually just a little small. Just to give it that little extra depth of realism. There we go. It was just a little too long. Now that looks like a hand. So there you go. I hope that helped you. It certainly did help me. And enjoy the handiwork.